All right, guys, what really happens after 1 month clean from marijuana? So, what I've seen with my experience from marijuana myself and from people I've helped is that it takes about 1 month to really get clean from marijuana and start to see the other side of things. I know that first month can be pretty tough. There's a lot of withdrawals, there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of anxiety, and that can really hold people back from really stepping into the unknown and facing life without weed. So what I see a lot, and you might be in that situation, I hear a lot of people reach out, like they get to 30 days or maybe 60 days and they slip back or whatever. And I mean, props to you guys for getting to 30 days to begin with. Again, that's the hardest part. So the first thing that's gonna happen after 30 days is your mood and your ability to function on a day-to-day basis is gonna come back. You'll be able to start eating again. Your appetite will return. You'll be able to sleep again. I know for the first couple weeks, appetite and sleep is pretty much trash. At least that's what it was for me. You're gonna have that energy, you're gonna have focus, you're gonna have that clear head, and that's what I get reported to a lot after that 30-day mark. People are like, wow, yeah, I'm like seeing things clearly, I'm seeing my life differently, I'm remembering things, I'm seeing a path for my future. And that's so just liberating, especially if you've been in the throes of marijuana for a long time and things have seemed pretty bleak. And so what might happen when you hit that 30-day mark is, number one, you're gonna have way more energy and mental clarity. That's a huge one, and here's why. Because of that mental energy and clarity, you're going to be able to start to put that energy into different things that are of value to you and that mean more to you than the marijuana did. And it's going to start to create this effect where, before weed was way up here because it was so important and everything else was down here. Once you start making progress on this stuff, it's going to start to go like this, right? And not only that, is you're going to see a correlation that, okay, when this goes down, okay, the marijuana, everything else in my life goes up. Interesting. Maybe that's worth exploring, right? So to get to this place where it starts to balance, of course, you have to be doing the things that are required to stay sober from marijuana, aka exercise, healthy eating, all that journaling, meditation, maybe getting some help or external support, getting into support groups, really working on that mental discipline, maybe taking some cold showers, doing all that stuff, making sure you're getting good sleep, right? Start asking yourself, what do you want your future to look like? What is my purpose in life? And maybe you don't know yet, and that's totally okay. So just do some brainstorming. Like, if I could have my dream job today, what would it be? And you might be surprised by some of the answers. And if you really take some time to dive in, okay, is this actually possible? You might find that, hey, it actually is. Maybe it's a lot more simple. Maybe you don't want like a grand career or anything. Maybe you just want some stability. Maybe you want a great job and a loving relationship. All that can come. The question is that going to come if you're continuing to smoke weed? So the second thing that might happen after you have hit the 30-day mark for marijuana is you're gonna start noticing that, okay, wait a sec, I've spent more time sober than I've spent high in this last month. That's kind of a big deal, especially if you've been smoking as much as I did, and I know as much as some of you guys do, constantly every single day for years on end. And once you see that, okay, I'm spending less time smoking marijuana than I am staying sober, then it's going to give you a little bit of self-confidence and the realization that, okay, maybe this is possible, actually. And also, it does something psychologically. It's a little bit of a trick here because you're going to have put so much time into that 30 days, because let's be real. So 30 days, in the grand scheme of life is not a lot of time, but when you really think back on it, in the short term, in the interim, it is a long period of time. Like, look back on the last month and think about how much has happened in your life. Maybe not a lot has happened, unfortunately, if you've been smoking weed the whole time. A lot can happen in 30 days for sure. So in that sense, when you think about relapsing after that 30 days, it goes, maybe, that's not a great idea. I already put so much work into it. I went through the withdrawal period. Do I want to go through that again? That's an important question. And I found no way. I put so much dang work into getting to where I am, this 30-day mark. I'm not resetting. Like, hell no. I'm not going through that pain and torture of the withdrawal process again. Not being able to sleep, not being able to eat, having anxiety and paranoia, sweating, waking up just soaked in sweat, having very little energy, tons of depression. So the next part of this is to remember how bad you felt when you were going through the withdrawal process. And this isn't to feel bad, it's to remember what you went through. And in that sense, it's like, okay, am I really willing to risk all that I've worked towards to get high real quick and then redo everything? I found the answer was heck no. So if you want help quitting marijuana today, fast, efficiently, and quickly with some accountability, I help people get clean from marijuana, and I'm here to help you get clean as fast as possible and stay off weed and get you to that 30-day mark. Again, the most important mark, because again, by then you'll be in a completely new reality. So for $20, you can schedule a 45-minute call with me down below. Hit the link in the description, choose a date and time. We'll hop on a call together and we'll figure out how you can get sober starting right now. With that, guys, have a great one. Comment down below what you've noticed after 30 days of quitting marijuana, and see you guys in the next one. Peace.